Alright everybody, it's been a little while, but I'm back. I've got my Darren McFadden numbers here as promised. I'm going to spit a lot of numbers out at you, but you'll just have to deal with it, okay? McFadden, in his career, averages 4.1 yards per carry, approximately about 12.5 carries per game. Missed a lot of time, sure, he's had some injuries, but he's played 83 games. Over that span, those are his numbers. Alright, moving forward, my projection for 2015 for him, got him for 200 carries for 820 yards. As well as 40 catches for 335 yards. That's over 1,000 all-purpose offensive yards there, total of 1,155, with 6 touchdowns and 150 fantasy points. So I see him easily being well within the top 25 amongst running backs. And again, I think I'm being a little conservative here, trying to be reasonable about it, right? Don't want to go crazy. But if all things go his way, you know, I can see that even being, you know, exceeding that, maybe coming even closer to about a top 15 running back, all right? Now, last year, of course, DeMarco Murray led the league in rushing. He had 392 carries, all right? That offensive line was ranked first overall, second in run blocking. So Darren McFadden, he's leaving Oakland. The Raiders' offensive line was ranked 16th last year, however, they were 24th in run blocking. Year before that, in 2013, they were the 29th overall offensive line. So he's making a huge jump going from Oakland to Dallas. That's a big improvement right there alone. Ought to be able to give him some more running lanes, better blocking, better scheme there. He can easily get the yardage if they give him the ball, which I think they will. All right, he had 155 carries last year. I'm putting him at 200 here. That's not a whole heck of a lot more workload than he did have last year. And, okay, I know a lot of people might be thinking, hey, huge drop-off. DeMarco Murray all the way down to Darren McFadden. You shouldn't expect to see anything close to the same production. Well, okay, fine. DeMarco Murray, right? 4.8 yards per carry in his career. Last season, he had 4.7 yards per carry. All right, so still going from that to about 4.1 that McFadden has over his career, you're dropping almost a full yard per carry there. So that's still reasonable. All right. And I think that you take into account all the blocking that this line's going to be able to do for him, totally attainable for McFadden. All right, and I know there's other guys that are still in the mix in Dallas. You got Joseph Randle down there. You got Lance Dunbar. Well, last year Randle had 51 carries, about 343 yards, only had 4 catches. Dunbar was really more involved in the passing game. You know, he had less than 100 yards rushing on 29 carries. Did have 18 catches for 217 yards, though. So that's what to expect out of him. He's more of that kind of change of pace, come out of the backfield, catch some screen passes type of guy. That's what you're going to see out of him, all right? So even if you go ahead and double their numbers, give Randall 100 carries, give Dunbar another 50, there's plenty of room in that offense for Darren McFadden to get the 200, okay? Because, like I said, those two guys, Dunbar and Joseph Randle, you throw their numbers in with DeMarco Murray from last year, the Cowboys team as a whole ran the ball 472 times. So take all of Murray's numbers out of there, okay? He ran for 392 carries. Cut that in half, you're down to 196. So that's not far off from where I've got McFadden here. All right, you give Randall 100, Dunbar 50, and even if they bring in some rookie hero, they got that 27th pick, maybe they're going to look at Todd Gurley or Melvin Gordon, one of those guys. Even if they bring in a rookie, give him about 100-plus carries, somewhere in that maybe 120 range for one of the rookies, okay? That gets you up to 270 for those 3 guys, another 200 for McFadden. There's your 470. You're right on pace with what they ran for last season. So I think that's, again, well within the parameters of what you can expect out of Darren McFadden. It's not totally crazy. And a couple other things that McFadden and DeMarco Murray had in common last year, okay? 2014 was the first year that either of them played a full 16-game season. A lot of people are aware that McFadden is definitely an injury risk. He's had a lot of time that he's missed over his career. DeMarco Murray hasn't exactly been Mr. Iron Man either, all right? First time for each of them to play a full 16-game season last year. And heading into 2015, DeMarco Murray's going to be 27 next year. McFadden's only going to be 28. They're pretty similar in age there. It's not like he's 30, 32 years old. All right, they're both about 215 pounds. McFadden might be an inch or two taller than DeMarco Murray is, so still, you know, he's that physical kind of back. He can run with the same effectiveness with that offensive line that we saw from Murray last year. All right, that's that. Simple. Now, more things to look forward to moving forward here. I'm going to take a look at the third-year running backs in the picture. All right, Eddie Lacy, Monte Ball, Giovanni Bernard, also Gio's teammate in Cincinnati, Jeremy Hill. All right, take a look at him. Both of those guys, the little tandem that the Bengals have going on there, what to expect from them. That's all still to come on the Juggernaut. Peace.